This is a short video just to show how to fix a leaking Hozelock Ultra style spray gun. There's a few variants of this one. Here I've already taken it apart, but I'll show you the procedure for disassembly. So you've got the main actuator, and there's a latch to hold the trigger in place. There's the valve control itself, which is the source of the leak, and a retention spring. Now, to disassemble it, the best method I found was to use a flat blade screwdriver to slide in beside the main trigger, beside the plastic here, because what you've got to do is get this little pin here down below the level of the inside of the plastic. Once you've done that with that inside the gap, you can use a small screwdriver just to hold it in place so that it doesn't pop back, and then you need to do exactly the same on the other side until the whole trigger slides out. When that comes out, then that gives you access to the valve control on the inside, which has the spring fitted round it, and it fits in this orifice here. And then what you'll find, probably as I found, the small O-ring, and here's the old one. It was actually split in two, so that's why it was leaking when the tap was turned on. Now I've got a universal set of repair O-rings, and the size that you need is this size here. So it's got 5mm inside diameter, 2mm section. Okay, and that seems to fit correctly. That just slides over the valve control and into the groove. And then reassembly is quite straightforward. I suggest using some silicone grease to grease up the O-ring. Don't forget the spring, slide it back in. It only goes in one way. Then you need to position the trigger latching spring into the trigger latch. That then slides back, and there's a groove for the edges here to slide in, and then it's just a case of sliding the handle back in. It's quite tight, and you've got to compress these two bits so that it actually fits in the case, and then when these two snap back into the holes, that should be it back together.